You're going to just pull up and over. Why I want you to be aware of the seam is because if it twists and the seam lands on top of your dough, you want to rotate the dough to tuck the seam underneath. So I'm trying to hold it as straight as possible without kind of twisting the dough over. I'm just tucking it underneath like so. And as I'm going down, I'm not just twisting, I'm kind of tugging and twisting simultaneously, just to make sure that I get the most length out of that dough. Now that I've reached the end, I'm going to be able to close it with a bit of water. You have to be super gentle here. So a little bit of water, and I'm just going to very gently close it. If we're too rough here, it will break open, and we can always go over it again if it unravels. So now I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So I'm going to pull up and over, tugging. You can see this one's being naughty already. Now I'm at the end. A little bit of water just to close it up. Just like to hold it down. Okay. So that is how we twist. That is the first phase. We're not quite done just yet. So you're just going to readjust in front of you. And what we're going to be doing is turning this into kind of a bow or ribbon shape. So we're going to be, again, very gently being aware of where your seam is underneath the table. So without kind of rotating it, you're going to be, again, dabbing a little bit of water on one side. And I'm just going to be pulling one side up and over, like so. Making sure you do have a ring in the middle, and you can finesse, you can tweak. So if you feel one side is unraveled, you can always, redo it. You can, at any point now, you're able to change the shape. So if I'm not happy with how it's sitting, I can readjust, I can, reclose my seams on the tips. But we want to make sure it's stuck down. So before you overlap, you can put a little dab of water just to make sure that it's closed up and it's not going to kind of unravel.